I hear a bell tolling. Is it for Nona Peltier or a new takeaway joint?
Could be a new takeaway joint, indeed. Yes, Restaurant Brands, which is a retail restaurant company, they have a number of brands. One of them is, of course, KFC. The other is Carl Jr., and they also have Pizza Hut. They had Starbucks until recently. They sold the license for that, the franchise license, and so they are now going to bring Taco Bell to New Zealand and Australia. They've already been operating Taco Bell in Hawaii, so they have some experience with the brand. They're planning to open 60 stores in New Zealand and Australia.
That's a lot, isn't it?
Yes, it is, over the next 5 years. First one being in Auckland in 2019. And of course, it's not without risk. I mean, when you're going to make that kind of expansion, that's huge. Investors, though, have been waiting for years for this. The annual meetings every year, they get that question, when are they bringing Taco Bell to New Zealand? It's seen as a way of really making a lot of profits, a popular brand.
For people who don't know it, it's basically fast
food, tacos.
Mexican
Tacos, yeah, and all kinds of shapes and sizes, and you get them for breakfast and for lunch and for dinner and what have you.
Tacos 100 ways.
That's right, and it's been around for at least 40 some years, so it's an old brand. And in North America, you'll often see them combined with KFC. They're in the same store, so it's quite an interesting
Is there any
mix.
suggestion that they're going to carry that model?
Well, there was an interview with Russell Creedy, who is the chief executive of Restaurant Brand, earlier today, and he was saying, it's the kind of thing that can be easily scaled up, so they can have, a full restaurant, they can have a small takeaway outfit. They don't need a big kitchen. It doesn't require a lot of skill to make a taco, so you don't have to have a, master chef in there.
Some would beg to differ.
Well,
okay.
Some might differ, but basically it's fairly inexpensive fast food. It's quick turnover rather. And so you would expect this to do well. They've done well with this product in Hawaii, so potentially they could do well in New Zealand and Australia. Separately, the company also, the directors of the company have also suggested that they're positive about a potential, a partial takeover of the company. Another Mexican company, separately to Taco Bell, is offering to take a 75% stake in the company. I think they're offering $9.45 a share. And so today in the market, the share price rose 2.5%, 21 cents up to $8.50. So there's still some upside there. They're saying go ahead and accept it. Others are saying maybe you should just wait. The offer is open till March, so take your time.
Okay. And new data on our spending. Are we out thrashing the cards, are we?
We are thrashing the cards. Now, interestingly, the amount of spending fell last month, which is interesting, and that's seasonally adjusted drop 0.4%. Now, that's because of fuel. So we were spending less money on that. But we were spending a lot more on department stores, restaurants, and bars. So that should be good for retailers. Yes, and so that was what we were up overall. If you excluded the fuel-related sales, we were up 0.5%. So that's not too bad, and that's given the retailers some reason for some kind of, hope for because we've had a really tough year for retailers. There's no question about it. So this will be good. This is a make or break for them Christmas season. So overall, our markets, we managed an 11-point rise today, which is pretty good because it's not very nice out there. Real volatility, lots of worry and global risk. So we finished at 8,671, and on the currency markets, overnight we hit a new high, a high against the British pence, which really took a dive to 55 pence. We were at a 15-month high there. So we finished at 68.8 US cents, 95.5 Australian, and 54.7 pence. And there's a lot of volatility there with Brexit, a lot of uncertainty on global trade. So anything can happen overnight. Who can predict?
Thank you, Nona. Nona Peltier with your business update there.